I'm a week late on this video, but here we are with Immortal Thor issue number 4. I wasn't all surprised that Al Ewing brought back the concept of the Thor Corps, as I had mentioned it in my review for the last issue, but I was certainly surprised at how he did it. Tauronos is on his way back, and Allfather Thor has sent on a summons to those he intends to make part of his Thor Corps to aid him in battle against the Elder God. Storm he summons himself, and I mean Storm the X-Man, not a Storm. Now, I dropped X-Men before Ten of Swords, so I don't know what Storm's been getting up to recently, but her appearance is a lot different. Storm is angry at Thor for taking her away from Arakko, and the two get into a pissing match with lightning until they realize how pointless it is. Thor throws Mjolnir to Storm, and she is magically suited up in her Stormcaster form. She still isn't totally on board with whatever Thor brought her to the moon for until Tauronos barrels in and tosses his giant wheel at them. And am I wrong, or is he bigger than he was when he fought Thor on Earth? I know certain gods and cosmic beings can change their size. Facing this new threat, Storm finally understands the assignment when Loki suddenly appears, who summons Beta Ray Bill, who catches Mjolnir, and then on Thor's command, he shares the power of Mjolnir with Loki. And then the last member of the team that is summoned is, of course, Jane Foster, because we have to bring her back as Thor again. And this is where the comic kind of gets to me, because Thor's genius idea is that if he, being one Thor with the Odin power, can't defeat Tauronos, somehow sharing only the power of Thor between 5 people who all need to hold the hammer within the span of 60 seconds or they lose the power will turn the tables. How retarded is that? Not only are they playing hot potato with the same power, but it's a lesser amount of power than what Thor used to fight Tauronos in the first place. Why, when he has the power of Odin, does he not give each of these characters a hammer similar in power to Mjolnir as Odin did with Beta Ray Bill's Stormbreaker? Even Loki was able to create Storm's original hammer. If he can do it, then certainly Thor can. And I thought Jane Foster had the all-weapon, which was the remains of the Ultimate Universe Mjolnir. This isn't clever, it's just stupid. Al Ewing has engineered an unnecessary set of circumstances in order to generate artificial tension in the upcoming battle. Thor tells the Thor Corps that the Odin power wasn't enough, but he barely used it. Odin did a hell of a lot more than just create bigger bolts of lightning with his power. When are we going to see Thor do stuff like that? And we're going to have to sit through the tired gimmick of Thor and a bunch of other Thors fighting together. Damn Jason Aaron for turning that into a trope. Despite how annoyed I was with this issue, I was surprised with the ending. Darrio Agger, the Minotaur CEO of Roxxon Oil, is back, and now he owns the in-universe version of Marvel Comics. It's heavily implied that by owning the rights to these stories, that Darrio Agger will be able to influence the stories and possibly even rewrite the past, or something very similar to the ability of Loki as the god of stories. My guess is that the Utgard Loki is working his magic through Darrio Agger, and that this is the real plot against the Asgardians, and Tauronos is just the first strike or a distraction. It certainly seems like a Loki thing to do. Having read The Immortal Hulk, I feel like Al Ewing is not bringing his best work here. Sure, he puts quotes from the Eddas in the beginning of each comic. He tries to go back to the old-timey narration of Thor's past. On the surface, it seems like he's getting to the core of Thor, but then he reuses the gimmick that Jason Aaron created. And he does it in such a moronic way. In the speech that Thor gives to Storm about how power is relative to the need, he says, "I can stand on Jupiter. I can stand anything." If you are a brand new reader to Marvel Comics and you see this, I'm sure you'd eat that right up. But that's Al Ewing literally confirming that power doesn't matter in Marvel Comics. That any writer can come along and overpower a certain character or depower a certain character to fit their needs, rather than being creative and writing a story that has real consequences within the framework of the status quo. In Darrio Agger owning Marvel Comics, there has to be some fate-controlling Norse rune component, because Marvel Comics have existed in-universe for decades, and a number of heroes have remarked on the fact that the comics tell different stories than what actually happened, but it's not like any of those changed history. I'm not sure how much of what we're seeing is a result of editorial mandate, but this is certainly not Al Ewing's best work. Those Alex Ross covers are gorgeous though. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you would hit that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell so you never miss out on a new video. Thanks for watching.